It should be the peak of pleasure.
For me, orgasms has become a task. It's work. It's a job.
The average woman might manage 2 or 3 a week.
They come every 30 seconds for 4 to 6, sometimes 8 hours.
And guys, if you think that this sounds like fun...
How would you like to walk around with an erection 24 hours a day, or have an ejaculation, and then within a few minutes have a full-on erection again? And stay that way 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Meet the women for whom orgasm has become a never-ending nightmare. Coming, climaxing, peaking. Orgasm is the most intense and pleasurable experience you can have. You breathe more deeply, your heart rate doubles to 175 beats per minute, your genitals engorge, 116 muscles pulse and contract, and then pow! Waves of endorphin-fueled pleasure sweep the body. Sounds great. But what happens when it all goes wrong? When you wake up one day to find your sexual organs demanding attention, no matter how unsexy you feel. When the need for release starts to derail your everyday life. Los Angeles at rush hour. Heat, traffic, and a woman with a spiky temper. Meet Jeannie. She's bursting to get home.
Well, you know. Oh, come on. Get your bloody ass Jaguar up there. Want to push?
Jeannie has a rare and perplexing condition that researchers have just discovered. It's called Persistent Sexual Arousal Syndrome.
Does the persistent sexual arousal make you more grumpy?
Absolutely. Yep. Makes my fuse very short. Oh, shut up. I was here before you were.
Jeannie feels unrelenting physical arousal. But this is not about pleasure. Far from it.
Have you ever slammed a finger or thumb, whatever, in a door or someplace, and you've gotten it where it's beet red and it's throbbing? It's the same sensation in the fact that the clitoris has got the blood rushing, and you have that same terrible throbbing. So that's painful.
There's an insatiable beast down below that's been calling for 10 hours, and it's now deafening.
For some reason, the sitting in traffic is worse. And I don't like being in the traffic, so it's a combination of me getting a slow burn here now because I want to get moving and get on the way.
It's never going to be the most plausible excuse for a traffic violation, but Jeannie's desperate to get home to masturbate, or as she coyly puts it, take care of business.
I can't wait to get in the house, go to the bathroom, and then take care of myself. So, with that, I'll see you later.
Ten minutes later, an eerie calm descends on Sand Canyon.
How was that?
Much better. I'm good to go.
For me, orgasms has become a task. It's work. It's a job. It's something that I would be ever grateful to go the rest of my entire life with never having another one. I've had enough in my lifetime for myself and probably half of the female population of this world.
Persistent sexual arousal syndrome isn't like nymphomania. It's not that these women are permanently hot for it. It's just that this pressure, this genital tension builds up, and it can only be released in orgasm. The condition can be set off by the weirdest things. Buses, cars and boats are all problems because the vibrations can send these women over the edge. Even household objects can get you going. In a leafy suburb of Atlanta, Rachel, a housewife and mother of 3, confronts the menace of a washing machine intent on seducing her.
When you're doing the housework, Rachel, are there any things that you avoid?
I hate the washing machine. The washing machine, for whatever reason, when it goes on the spin cycle, I don't even like to touch it. The vibrations have a tendency to trigger the persistent sexual arousal, and it'll trigger an episode.
What would it feel like? Is it quite violent? Is it sudden?
Yeah, it's real sudden. I mean, like, you know, if I'm doing something and I accidentally bump into the washer, or if I put my hand on it, it's more than I can handle.
Rachel's day is dominated by a 1 to 10 scale of genital discomfort. 10's unbearable.
Does it go up to a 9 or a 20?
It can be as high as a 9 or a 10, depending on what stage of the cycle that it's in, and you know, even it can even depend on what kind of mood I'm in. If I accidentally bump into it, if I put my hand on it, I obviously don't sit on it for obvious reasons. It can be that I think would do me in.
Are you ever tempted?
I did it once, shortly after I noticed the persistent sexual arousal. I sat on the washing machine one time, just waiting on a load to be finished, and yeah, it not only did it trigger the persistent sexual arousal, but the spontaneous orgasms that came afterwards were enough to make me get off.
Just as scratching an itch makes it worse, so Rachel can't let herself be drawn in by the washing machine.
It's to the point now to where, unless the water is running and I'm putting clothes in, I don't like to be near the washing machine.
It's a queer thing when the washing machine knows how to send you into a spin cycle. Persistent Sexual Arousal Syndrome has affected women of every age, ranging from 19 to 80. For Atlanta housewife Rachel, the symptoms developed 8 years ago.
The first time that I felt it, it was just like a dull throbbing. It's progressed over the years to where not only is it throbbing, but it's throbbing like a heartbeat, and it's like I can hear it. It's loud enough within me that I feel like I can hear it. So yeah, it's definitely gotten worse, which scares me because I'm only 29. And I know that there are women that are like 80 that have it, and the thought of facing the next 50 years with this is more than I can think about right now.
Jeannie also developed the symptoms of persistent sexual arousal syndrome 8.5 years ago.
They were gradual over the first couple of months, maybe 2 or 3 months, and then just bing, skyrocketed overnight. And only one time did I decide, well, you know, I'm going to give myself a release every time I feel this and just see if I just happened to be someone that needed a multiple orgasm. And I got to 10 in 1 hour. And partially from exhaustion, because that's just a tremendous number, and from shock. I just kind of laid back on the bed and went, oh my God, and I could keep going. I could keep going. Something is majorly wrong. Something's majorly wrong, and that was when I started my quest of seeing doctors.
This isn't a problem that Jeannie's going to sit on, and her search for a cure is going to take her to some surprising places.
Lars the little polar bear and his friends are about to have a very big new adventure.
Welcome to the Galapagos Islands!
I'm lost!
Come with them and experience the magic and laughter of the little polar bear, the mysterious island.
Sainsbury's saved 25% on all Australian and Californian wines. So try Ernest and Julio Gallo Colombard, now just $3.59. Cheers.
You okay, Doris? You alright?
Take your pants to paradise with new Surf Tropical.
Mums want healthier things for kids. How can we bake our white bread even healthier?
Other bakers only use parts of the grain. Shouldn't we use the whole of the grain?
The only white bread with the extra goodness of the whole of the grain, but without any bits.
Brilliant. Whole grain and white from Kingsmill, using our loaf.
Your skin never looks better than on holiday. New Johnson's Holiday Skin Face is a daily moisturiser with a little self-tan that gradually builds a light, natural-looking tan. For holiday skin, even when you're not on holiday. New Johnson's Holiday Skin Face and Body too.
Wouldn't it be nice if work didn't feel like work? And you could make Monday morning feel like Friday night. Maybe you could. Why not overdress for work? It might make your day. There's a million ways to make your day. Mars Delight's just one of them.
Because some people want to take vitamins, it's half price on Boots' bigger value vitamin packs.
This week I reveal how you can live like a footballer's wife. Get the dresses, the diets, the scandal and the men. Part 1 out now in Reveal.
There's only one thing missing from new Finish Quantum. The need to unwrap it. New Quantum from Finish.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
New V8 is a mouth-watering blend of 7 fruit juices and carrot juice. The tasty way to get real vegetable goodness.
I promise you I'm gonna find whoever did this.
Bobby wasn't mobbed up, but his family was connected.
You just got to find. Did you ever think about that?
There's always something to find.
CSI New York, 9:10, Saturday on 5.
With this insatiable beast constantly shouting in your ear, sometimes you have to bury your head in the sand of mundane activities. Any simple distraction will do. Washing, cleaning, polishing all help keep the beast at bay. You need simple, repetitive actions. Rubbing, rubbing, rubbing.
Do you feel like the persistent sexual arousal is turning you into a neurotic housewife?
Did you say neurotic or erotic?
Neurotic.
Neurotic, yes. Yes, I think so. It's hard that there's only 2 spots on the spectrum that I can pick. There's no in between. It's not, oh, I only feel like cleaning one room today. No, it's either I clean the whole entire house or I don't get out of bed.
How are you feeling right now?
Let's see, how do you describe it? There's a lot going on as far as throbbing down in that area.
So you feel hot and bothered?
Kind of, but not in a sexual way. Not like, oh, I need to go find my husband right now. Not anything like that. It's more bothered than it is hot.
How many orgasms a day could you have if you weren't controlling the persistent sexual arousal?
Wow. If I wasn't controlling it, they're probably, I don't even know that I could put a number on it. It would be in the hundreds.